Hi, I'm Nancy, Pampered with Diamonds. Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make, well not show you, but tell you how to make my Puerto Rican pork chops. These. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. They're pork chops with olives, green and black. The green are garlic stuffed, with diced tomatoes and chicken broth. And they are delicious. So, I am Puerto Rican. Not full, but enough to really like the food. Okay, Puerto Rican pork chops. You need 4 pork chops, bone in. Well, you could really use either or, but I find the bone in is more juicy. 2 packets of Sazon by Goya, garlic powder, onion powder, a small onion, about 8 large green onions stuffed with garlic, or whatever green olive you have. Preferably a name brand olive, not the store brand or a cheap brand. You want a better brand when you're cooking with green olives. The taste is much better. And this is not a diamond art video, obviously. So if you don't want to know how to make my Puerto Rican pork chops, you're not going to offend me. Just go on to your next video. All right, so we have the green olives. We have 10 black olives. Again, preferably a jarred black olives, not those canned ones. When you're cooking, the jar ones are much better. 1 cup to 2 cups chicken broth. 1 can diced tomatoes. And you need a little bit of oil and butter to fry your onion in the frying pan. Okay, so you need a large frying pan. You are going to put about a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of butter. You're going to cook them together, and then as soon as the butter is melted, put your onion in. Cook your onion just enough so that they're no longer hard. You don't want to brown them, you just want to make them soft. Take the onion out, and then you are going to add a little more oil, and then you're going to add your pork chops. Now your pork chops, while you're cooking your onion, you're going to season your pork chops with a packet of Sazon. You're going to put it on both sides. So you might need one. You'll need at least 1 packet, but you might need 2 because you want to coat both sides. After the onions are out, you're going to put a little more oil in the pan, and you're going to put your pork chops in. Put your pork chops in. Fry them 3 to 5 minutes per side. You don't want to burn them. You just want to put a light browning coat on both sides. On your second turn, you're going to cook them for about 3-4 minutes, 3 to 5. And then you're going to add, you're going to add your olives, your spices. Now you just put like 2 teaspoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons onion powder, and salt and pepper if you choose to. But the Sazon's going to have a lot of salt, and your olives are going to have a lot of salt. So I like to add extra salt when it's on my plate and I've tasted it, and then I can decide if I want more salt. And then you're going to add your chicken broth, and My husband loves the sauce because I make white rice, and you just take your pork chop out and then you put the sauce on top of the rice. It's really good. So I cook almost 2 cups of chicken broth, but it's really, you want at least 1 cup. And then you're going to add your spices and everything right to the frying pan. You're not going to take your pork chops out. You're going to add your onions back in and put your chicken broth in there. I like to add all my spices into the chicken broth before I put it in the pan, because you can't really mix it once the pork chops are in there. So you're going to mix it all up in your broth and then pour the broth on top. Open your can of diced tomatoes, drain them the best you can, put them on top of the chicken and gravy broth mix, and you can scooch some to the sides so that they're not all covering the pork chop. It's really up to you. I like to make it look pretty. And you're going to cover it low to medium heat, closer to the low. I have an electric stove, so I like to cook things, even though they're a little bit above low, it still cooks hot. So you want it low to medium, and you're going to cook them 30 to 40 minutes. Your internal temperature, check your thickest pork chop. Internal temperature should be at least 145. I don't like to go any higher than 160 with a pork chop because then it dries it out. You're going to make your white rice any way you want. You can even make a Spanish rice. I did not feel like making a Spanish rice, but it's really good with the Spanish rice, and plus I didn't have everything I needed for Spanish rice. So you make a white rice and you put it on your plate, and this is what you get. Let's do this. And it's delicious. So that's Puerto Rican pork chops. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day.